After an insane couple weeks of earnings, we have some insane wheel strategy setups coming up, and I'm going to show you guys what's on my watch list this week. Let's go. Yo, what is going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you are having a God-blessed day today. Every single person that comments down below is going to get my 15 favorite Ark Options Strategy stocks. If you want that full list, all you got to do is drop a comment down below on today's video, and I'll personally respond to you with it. And while you're down there, hit the like button and that subscribe button if I help you out at all. But guys, today we're talking about, like every Sunday, we talk about the setups to be paying attention to this week, at least setups that I'm paying attention to. No big updates in terms of the public portfolio. No big moves right here. Nothing expiring right now. We have American Airlines expiring August 22nd. So we got about 12 days for that. We have our Fiverr that we recently opened that's expiring on September 19th. And then we have our Snapchat 750 puts that are expiring August 22nd. So we do have a little bit of time on those. I'm not expecting any assignment here, which is fine. Earning that interest with Fidelity here as well passively, which is obviously part of the Ark Option Strategy. If you don't know what the Ark Option Strategy is, it's basically 5 sources of premium income that we're generating through a very simple wheel strategy. Click the first link in the description. You're going to learn more about that. But guys, the first stock we are paying attention to is Fortinet, off an absolute cliff, right? Had a great earnings. You know, some weird stuff happening around with the company where they had a new product line, but it doesn't seem like there's having a ton of adoption with it. Listen, I think it's massively overblown. Somebody that, like me, coming from a background of IT, network engineering, Fortinet and Palo Alto Networks are some very high conviction stocks for me. They are very high conviction. These are cybersecurity products that are very widely deployed. I think this is a massively overreaction by the market, in my opinion, considering they still had a good earnings. But with that said, you can see we are trading. It hit what, over 22% down after earnings, which is just bonkers, just crazy. These moves that we saw these past. I don't know about you guys. I'm saying amen in the comments. I'm kind of glad the busy part of earnings is over, guys, because holy moly, just absolutely crazy. But we are trading below, obviously, the 200-day moving average of $98 and below $88, which is the 300-day moving average. You already know this is a good setup, at least for me, for cash secured puts. Obviously, go do your own research, go do your own due diligence. I'm here just documenting my stuff. Obviously, it's Sunday today. We don't know exactly what those premiums are going to be looking like. However, you know, I'm going to be taking a look at the September 12th, something around that 30-day mark where I'm making some decent premium. Here we're getting 109 on the 70 puts. We're getting on the 70 puts. Obviously, that's going to wrap up $7,000. Let me go check, just quickly take a look at what our premium actually return would actually be here. We're wrapping up 7,000. We're collecting just about 1.56 return on our collateral. Now, obviously, that number may be bigger, or it could be smaller once the market actually opens up. And obviously, this is your results will vary. 100% not financial advice, guys. You will have to go and look at the premiums. The premiums are constantly changing when the market's open. Obviously, it is the weekend, so I'm not seeing up-to-date data. But with that said, Fortinet is setting up really nicely. We could see we are well below the bottom Bollinger Band area, well below 200 and 300-day moving averages. That's when I'm doing my cash secured puts. I always love if I can be below the 200 and 300-day moving average. So this has dropped significantly down. Now, we don't know what the 70s are going to offer. I would really like to be closer to a 2% at least on my return here. Return of collateral. That's basically just my premium divided by collateral, but we'll see what happens there. Again, I think it's a fantastic company with a massive market overreaction, but obviously go do your own research. Next one is Snapchat, guys. So this one is obviously on the public portfolio. We are now below our strike, right? We're trading at 744. It's set up very nicely for cash secured puts, in my opinion, trading well below the 200 and 300-day moving averages. On the public portfolio, you could see we have our Snapchat right here, our Snapchat puts right here. We only have one put, and if we go into our live trade log and all these calculators and stuff, guys, this is all free. It's in our Facebook group. Join us. The link will be in the description. But we can see our Snapchat put here. We collected $17.32. We wrapped up $750. A nice 2.31% return. A little bit of a riskier play, in my opinion, for what I usually do. I usually don't like to do high risk plays like a Snapchat, especially during earnings. But you know what? The boy took it. market, and guess what? Hey, you know what? Whatever happens, happens, right? If we get assigned, not a problem. I don't mind owning it at 750. I'm going to be running my covered calls on it. I still am very bullish on Snapchat. So totally fine by me. And we just rinse and repeat, guys. Assignment is part of the game, guys. That's part of the wheel strategy. You ain't running the wheel strategy if you're always never getting assigned, right? Like, and I think I'm glad that I have this like a little mini portfolio here that I share on the channel, because you guys can actually see it live. And a lot of people, I was actually talking to a friend the other day, and I talk people's ear off about selling options, guys. As you can probably imagine, I talk about the same thing every damn day here with y'all, right? But with that said, right, like once you do it a few times, you're scared, right? You're nervous because you when you hear options, you're like, dude, you're gonna lose money. It's a scam. It doesn't work, right? But like, this is different, right? It's selling options, which people like 99, like you're watching this, you understand it, right? In some way, right? Or you've maybe sold some puts. You haven't, like, most of the world has no idea this strategy exists. They have no idea. They tune it out immediately. And that's why I started this channel, because I'm so passionate about it and I love it. And I want to surround myself with people that love it too. So you're in the right place. Hit the like button, subscribe button. But with that said, we have Snapchat. You know, we might end up taking assignment here. We got 12 days though. So there is time, right? There is time. Time is here on our side with this one. So we're going to see what happens. Next one obviously is Fiverr. You know, we could see that we are down at 21.90 right now. So our puts are at, I believe, 20. We got the 20 puts here on Fiverr right here. We collected a nice premium of $54.33 on that. And you could see that was a little bit more aggressive. So we got a 2.72% return on our collateral. So again, that's just the premium divided by the money that I'm wrapping up. $20 times 100 is $2,000, right? And I'm dividing the premium by the $2,000, and that's how I get that number. Obviously, again, your numbers will look completely different. These are just what I got at the time of me doing these contracts, as you're seeing right here. So $20 puts. Again, Fiverr is one of a high conviction company I have, and again, I like falling knives. Like I know some of you come at me in the comments sometimes. You're like, these are falling knives, bro. Like, and I'm like, for you, sure, but for me, like, I genuinely believe in these companies. These are companies I really like. I use pretty much every single day, and I love them. And so when they go on sale like this, I'm going to be selling my puts, and I'm going to be taking my assignment, and I'm going to be happy about it. Okay. Like, that's just the way it is, right? So you could see we are trading well below now the 2 and 300 day moving averages of $28 and $27, still set up really nicely for cash secured puts. If you want to look at it now, obviously, you gotta do your own due diligence here, guys. Don't just chase premium. I know we the premium chasers and all, but you gotta do your own due diligence right now. Fiverr, Fiverr is not in like a great a spot per se, in my opinion, to do a cash. It's in a great setup, but you don't have you kind of have to wait 40 days out. So that's, to me, I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive on the public portfolio. So for me, I wouldn't open another position here, locking up capital for 40 days. I would want something a little bit quicker. Obviously, I did the one trade here that's going to go out September 19th because it was just a great setup, and I just wanted to get into something to get the money to work. Because one, I'm making the premium, right? But then two, that money, while I'm waiting to buy stocks, I'm earning 4% a year interest on my money as well from my brokerage. So you already know, you could see it right here, right? Cash held in the money market. I'm passively earning interest. That's why I love Fidelity. There are some issues with Fidelity. Listen, I'm the first to admit it. No brokerage. I've not found a perfect broker yet, but I like earning that cash secured put premium and the interest as well. So I got my Fiverrs at 20. We'll see. Do I think I'm going to get a sign? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be trading at 20 in a month from now. But you never know. This market's bananas. Next, we've got American Airlines. You already know this is my favorite, one of my top favorite wheel strategy stocks, because this thing just kind of goes sideways for the most part. Okay, we've all kind of ridden the roller coaster of American Airlines if you've run the wheel strategy this. But we're just under the 2 and 300 day moving averages, right in the middle Bollinger Band area. We have two contracts here actually for our American Airlines here, both of which we are paid $21.32, both $11 puts. expiring in 12 days, which we are actually already up on this. I may consider closing this out if I'm able to get closer to that 70% total gain. That's going to free up a decent amount of capital because this is my biggest position on the public portfolio right here. You can see I locked up $2,200. Now, I don't have a lot of wiggle room here. What do I mean by that? Well, usually if I capture 90% of the premium, I'll close it out early. But number one rule for me is, what is my ROI on collateral, right? If I'm getting back down to like a 1.5% ROI on collateral after giving back some premium, I'm probably not going to take that trade. I just don't want to do it because I'd rather just let it go to expiration so I capture the full premium. And walk away with that. I don't want to give much of this back. I mean, maybe I would give like $5 back or something. Like if I bought to close this, like $5. See, even $5, like that's I'm dropping down to 1.7. Like I need to be closer to 2. That's for me at least. That's my goal, my target. You got to go figure out what you want to do. I mean, it's again, this is probably going to be something I'm gonna have to let go to expiration because again, I want to have my my ROI on collateral closer to 2, and this is already like just right there. So I don't have much wiggle room here. I'm most likely just going to let those, unless something crazy happens. I can literally close it out for like $2. Maybe then I'll do it. Dude, Arista. Y'all know this is my favorite stock. Some of you ask, what is your favorite stock? The Arista. Arista is my favorite stock. I've been saying it for how long? The 5-6 months of this channel. How many times have I talked about Arista, guys? Holy crap. This is just bananas. This is absolutely bananas. You already know I come from I have that background working at a high frequency trading firm, not as a trader. I was an IT grunt, but I saw and I was in charge of a lot of deployment of Arista products, and all of these high frequency trading companies, everyone's using Arista. I mean, yeah, obviously Cisco as well, but Arista is the best low latency network switches products. And you know, these guys all want to just travel at the speed of sound if they could, right? So they're trying to, you know, whatever. I'm not going to go into like all the Arista products, but do your own due diligence. One of my absolute favorite companies, my goodness, covered calls all day, man. This thing, riding this wave down, the sweats, and now like they're like, oh man, like selling shares, man, that's kind of like it kind of sucks in ways. But man, I'm Team Arista. If you guys are Team Arista, obviously go consider looking at some covered calls because you know what, the Arista, you know, it's like all these stocks right now, guys, like we're all riding a freaking roller coaster right now. Literally every week it's just some crazy 20% moves, like is a common thing. Like it's kind of insane this run up that Arista has had. But you know what, it's very nice. This is why I say you will build your own high conviction stocks over time. Reddit as well. My goodness, covered call time on Reddit. You know, one of the stocks I talk a lot about in our private groups, Reddit. I still think this is a little out of hand. High conviction stock, but at this price, I'm out. Like, so covered calls, watching covered calls on Reddit very heavily. Once it's going this parabolic, you know, things don't go up forever if history repeats itself. Guys, if you want to get more into selling options and building out your own option selling portfolio here in the next 7 days, while also being part of a mastermind community of people doing this day in and day out, click the first link in the description of today's video. You're going to learn about what the Ark Options Strategy is, and then you could apply to join us inside of Option Seller School. We have a mastermind community that gives you all the tools, resources, people talking trade ideas, doing this day in and day out, quite literally from market open to market close. I consider the people in that community literally my friends because I literally talk to them every single day. So if you want to learn more about that, click the first link in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.